Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88 and we are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook, Inner City of Pacific Bay, case number 14, heading on to chapter number 2, Spineless. Thank you guys for commenting and liking in the previous video. I hope you guys do the same here. How about that, Ace? Turns out our dead priest participated in this bare-knuckle fighting tournament. Bare-knuckle fighting isn't illegal, but it sure does attract a lot of illegal operations. It's a dangerous crowd, that's for sure. According to this flyer, the tournament took place at the Inner City Gym. Alright, Ace, are you ready to step inside the ring? Darn tootin' I am. Ooh, I like that image. So someone's gonna get beat up, we already know that, which is basically every suspect so far. So we're gonna be introduced to 2 more suspects, I believe. Curious to know who they are. Happy hour is going on right now, which you guys, by the time this video is uploaded, it'll probably run out. But it looks like instead of being 4 hours, they've pushed it up to 12 hours. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so we got Brooch, boxing gloves, broken board, fight bib. I don't know what a fight bib is. Bib. I have no idea what that is. Wall clock and apple. I'm assuming that's like name tag? No idea. Huh, this place stinks of sweat, blood, and stale booze. Reminds me of my first apartment. Huh. So you want to piece back together this broken object, Ace? Well, I ain't gonna stop you. Look what you found. This fight bib is for Colin O'Brien, so he was also a fighter. You're right, there seems to be something faded on it. Can you make out what it says right there, Ace? And what about those coat of arms? You think you could find the name of the family just by running it through the database? Alright, now you're just showing off. Well, it's an R. So it can't be O'Brien. At least that's what I believe. I could be wrong. Okay, so you managed to recover the stamp on Colin's fight bib. It says that here he was disqualified from the tournament. I already knew his brother was a fighter in the tournament, but I wonder why Colin was disqualified. You're right, Ace. We should go ask him directly. I'll bet you anything he did something dirty. He did a dirty move or something. That's not it? Okay. Oh. Maybe it's a K? Okay, good. It's not one of those guys. Well, smooth going, Ace. So this coat of arms you found in the Fight Club belongs to a Russian family. That of a certain Nikolai Komarov. Wait a minute, I've heard of this Nikolai. He's like the leader of the Russian community. How do I know of this Nikolai? It's a long story. One I'd rather not remember. But you're right, we should go talk to him. Okay, we get in a whole bunch of people to talk to. I want to get something for the lab work. Oh, okay. I get what this is. Miss Piggy. The sinner? You and puzzles. Hey, I might need you to help me piece me back together. After my latest bank statement, I tore up in a rage. And you're right, it looks like you restored a betting board used for the tournament. The Sinner versus Miss Piggy in the final match. Yep, the fighters obviously use nicknames. Well, how about we send it to Hannah? She could take a look at it if she's not too busy messaging her girlfriend. A little bit of a low blow, Frank. 9 hours, that's fine. Alright, what's up, Colin O'Brien? Colin, Commissioner Ace discovered that you were meant to fight in the same tournament as your brother. When I came here to see my brother, he treated me like dirt. But when I showed him the flyer for the tournament, he started acting all friendly. Heck, he even helped me with my jump rope exercises and kept giving me a drink after drink. But it was all just to trick me. He got me so drunk that I didn't wake up in time for the tournament. Angus wanted all that prize money for himself, and he knew the only way to beat me was if I was drunk. Couldn't you just have refused the drinks? Don't be daft, you can't turn down a drink. My brother's always been a cheater and a liar. I thought he had changed when he became a priest, but he's still as spineless as ever. Poor choice of words, by the way. Poor choice of words. He's got no stuff like he's been beat up. Mr. Kamarov, Commissioner Ace found proof of your presence in the fight club. We'd like to know what you were doing there. Watching people fight. For cops, you ain't too smart. And for wasting my time, precious time, you're even less smart. But talking about fighters, I heard Angus O'Brien got killed. I guess the luck of the Irish. Man, he's finally ran out, huh? And how come you heard about the murders so fast? Because it's my job to know. Power is not only strength, it's also knowledge. Angus fought well, but I did not like him. Too Irish. You know, just because the Irish like to drink, they think us Russians are alike. But I find them, how do you say, spineless? Dude, you guys are making yourselves up the ladder. But anyways, guys, I gotta wait 9 hours, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, this is Pitching Ace 88. We're playing Criminal Case, Pacific Bay, Inner City, case number 14. It's with much sadness that I have to let you guys know that, as you see, we're missing about 40% of Chapter 2. I recorded it, I attempted to save it, and when I attempted to save it, it said it was corrupted. I could not get the file back. It really made me mad. But unfortunately, that's what happened. I'm sorry, guys. I'd like to give a shout out to Elena Mancea, Manuel Alejandro, and CX Smith, who asked why Criminal Case. So I just want to let you guys know that I started this just because I thought it would be fun. I had done a couple of hidden object games in the past, such as Death in the Nile and Around the World in 80 Days. But this was a Facebook game, so I said, hey, you know, this one might continually grow and it would be cool. So I started playing it. It started to become really popular. Had a lot of people playing it, and all of a sudden my videos were getting thousands of views, which normally my videos get about like 500 to 1,000. I was getting like 2,000, 3,000. So I was like, hey, there might be a fan base for this, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. So I kept doing it. I found it to be extremely fun, and I got addicted. And after about like the 21st case, which you guys all know, that case number 21, I was hooked. I could not get enough of this game. I was recording it all the time. Now that that's said and done, I'm going to try and take you through a little bit of what happened through Chapter 2, because you guys missed it. There were two new suspects that were introduced. You have Shelley Doulard, who's actually a bare knuckle boxer. She got out of the swamps, which was kind of cool, and she was actually fighting Angus O'Brien. Angus Young, that's AC/DC. Angus O'Brien, and he actually beat her. We also learned that that Mark McKenzie actually supplied Angus O'Brien with steroids to pump him up for the fight, and he did it because apparently Mark did some horrible things and he confessed to him, and the priest actually used it against him and blackmailed him. Didn't learn anything more about this guy or him, but we also learned about this guy, and he's the guy that actually watches the bettings and stuff. I have a feeling he doesn't have anything to do with this specific case, but I have a feeling he's going to be coming up in other ones. We also found out that the killer likes to drink beer, and there's a rope, which we just found the rope. And then we can also say that Colin O'Brien was disqualified because the priest got him super drunk. This was the guy's past that we found. This was, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's the final match, and the odds for the sinners was 2-1, and Miss Piggy, which was Shelley Doulard's, was 60-1. So she had like no shot of winning, but she actually came apparently really close. This was the steroids that we got from Mackenzie. And then we finally found the jump rope from a box that was in this crime scene. And we went back to this crime scene. I'll show you guys the crime scene because I wasn't actually able to do it before. That guy has one of the cool dogs. That's awesome. And you found the pills like down here, and the trunk or the chest was over there. So again, guys, I'm super sorry. I was super sad because I love this game, but the only thing that this game doesn't do is it doesn't allow you to go back. So I don't really get to see much of anything. I wonder if we repeat. Oh, you know what? I can get at some of this stuff. Well, I'll be darned. It's Commissioner Ace as I live and breathe. And I've got to say I'm happy finally got rid of that stick insect and replaced her with a real man. But yeah, I got fed up with all the mosquitoes in the bayou, and I like drinking and fighting, so might as well make a living out of it, right? And man, I'm a beast in the ring. I've never beaten up so many men for money before. But then you lost against Angus O'Brien. And don't talk to me about Angus. Winning that tournament was my dream, and he took it away from me. So you decided to take his life? Ha! Look at you when you're all serious. I could just eat you up. But nah, I didn't kill him. That ain't the warrior's way, sweetie. So there you go. So you learned a little bit. I'll put this guy in. Mr. Kamarov, Commissioner Ace found proof of your presence in the fight club. We'd like to know what you were doing there. Watching people fight. For cops, you ain't too smart. And for wasting my precious time, you're even less smart. Yeah, but talking about fighters, I heard Angus O'Brien got killed. I guess the luck of that Irish man has ran out, huh? And how come you heard about the murder so fast? Because it's my job to know. Power is not only strength, it is also knowledge. Angus fought well, but I didn't like him. Too Irish. You know, just because the Irish like to drink, they think us Russians are alike. But I find them, how do you say, spineless? Ah, Commissioner Ace, would you like a beer? I've got plenty left after the St. Patrick's Parade was canceled. Beer. I mean, no. Commissioner Ace wants to know if you've been supplying Angus O'Brien with steroids. I didn't have a choice. Angus wanted to bulk his muscles for the fight tournament, and he forced me to give them to them. And he forced you how? By giving you loads of money? Well, no. He didn't pay me a single cent. Instead, he used all the secrets I told him during my confessions to blackmail me into giving drugs. Can you believe it? He used his position as a priest to listen to all my secrets and then use them to trick me. Why am I surprised? Nobody has a moral backbone in inner city. Just this morning, someone stole my jump rope while I was training for the marathon. And that's where we ended up going to, back to the church. But anyways, let's finish off this rope. And thanks for sending over that jump rope you found in the church garden, Ace. My daughter begged me to let her play with it. You ever tried saying no to an 8-year-old? But before she could contaminate the jump rope, I found skin cells belonging to your victim. The victim's skin cells must have ended up on the jump rope for when the killer tried to strangle him. What's interesting is the substance I found on the handles. Grease. The grease comes from some kind of mystery meat, so I can't tell you what the killer ate, only that they're really a slob. It's everywhere. So we're looking for a slob. Very funny, Frank. What I was trying to say is that your killer is such a slob, they've obviously got that grease all over their clothes, too. Oh, interesting. Okay, Ace, the sooner we solve this case, the sooner I can get back to drinking. I refuse to spend a whole St. Patrick's Day sober. What do we have so far? Mark told us the victim used his confessional secrets to blackmail him. Our victim jumped back into the ring and defeated Shelley, crushing her dreams of winning the tournament. And that's true, the victim even managed to get his brother disqualified from the tournament. But you're right, all the suspects seem to agree that the victim didn't have a moral backbone, so maybe that explains the missing spine? And of course, you can't have an investigation in inner city without some leader turning up. And we've got two, the Russian leader and the crazy anarchist. Can't they give us a break? Ace, come quick. Frito has taken over the victim's church. He says he's going to burn it to the ground. Oy vey. Well, anyways, guys, thank you guys for being so understanding for this. I hope to see you guys in the next chapter where we figure out who murdered who. Or who murdered Angus O'Brien. See you guys later. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.